Assalamu alaikum, shalom, grüß Gott, bonjour, and welcome to this video. I want to talk about the ROTEL A14. I sold this amp, even though I liked it, but I wanted to try something new. Now, I will tell you a few things what I liked and a few things that made me curious if other amps can make that better. Now, one thing I love about this amp, it has everything but Wi-Fi streaming. If this had Wi-Fi streaming, something like Spotify Connect and AirPlay, this would be a device that can do it all for me. Now, it has Bluetooth, and that sounds good. Now, it sounds better than attaching something like this. This is a Bluetooth receiver, Ölbach BTX 1000, and this is good. This is a good one, but the built-in Bluetooth receiver of this device is really good. Now, if you know some of my videos, I don't like Bluetooth. I don't like the sound of Bluetooth. Bluetooth, tone bypass. I don't like it, to be honest, because it loses so much snap, so much, I would call it snap information, so much detail, but or airiness. But this isn't bad. Now, I always attached a streamer, that's the Air Lino Plus, to the optical input to use the DAC of this ROTEL, which is really fine. Now, I have one amp, that's the Vincent SV500. That is an amp I love for its sound, but hate for its built-in DAC, because it is not even close to my taste. And this one, the ROTEL A14, is great. And you can do one thing. Now, let me show it to you. You can, and I didn't know something like this exists in a hi-fi product, but you can connect your iPhone. I'm sorry. So you can connect your iPhone, and now let's see if that works or not. It is USB, because PC USB, now look, PC USB is the USB type B input on the back, and this one is this USB. And now my speaker. Now, maybe you've listened to my demo of these two speakers using the ROTEL A14, and it powers both well. Now, it has a lot of inputs. It has two speaker terminals, so you can make an kind of an A/B test. And the remote is one of the best well thought remotes I know. It is out of plastic, but I don't need a metal remote to think it is a good amp. That's a great amp, and the remote is absolutely fine. All the buttons This is a perfect remote. I don't need more, and I don't wish for more. Now, the DAC is good. I wouldn't update the DAC. I wouldn't buy an external DAC for this one. So that's only my personal opinion. And it is, I would say, on a level with the Blue Sound Note 2i. So that's a good DAC. Is it world class? No, it's not. But it is, in my opinion, really, really good. And you have all in this device. Now, the build quality is great. The volume knob doesn't wobble. The connections are great. The menu of the amp is great. And now I have to talk about the sound. I'm getting a bit. I'm running out of words because this, I guess, is the perfect example for a master of all. Jack of all trades, master of none, right? Now, this sounds great, it does everything right. In my opinion, it has no outstanding feature, sound-wise, outstanding characteristic. Why I would choose this one over another one, unless I would like to have a play it safe amp. But now, I'll give you one example. I have this Techniques speaker, the left white one. And I had a lot of different amps trying to make this exactly the way I want to, because this is a great speaker. It is a bit neutral and I wanted to make it a bit livelier. Now, it didn't get livelier with the ROTEL A14. And even though a guy in a retail store, in a hi-fi store, told me I should try the techniques with the A14 to make it sound warmer, but the ROTEL is not a warm sounding amp. But still I tried it, right? And the amp I ended up with was the Vincent SV500, because that sounds warmer, but the DAC built into the SV500 doesn't come close to the DAC of this ROTEL. Now I hope I can show you everything with the ultra wide now. So, and yeah, that's why I preferred to use the Vincent amp with an external DAC, and that made these speakers sound warmer. And these speakers, in my opinion, it's just the perfect speaker, because there are some studio monitors I really like, but I wish I could change their amp. In class of a class D amp, I would love to give them a class AB amp or class A amp. And with this speaker, it's possible. Because this is a passive speaker that sounds like a amazing studio monitor. And if you have an warm sounding amp, this is hi-fi at its purest form. And I tried the ROTEL. It does everything right. Everything. But it wasn't... No, maybe it's right for you if I say, or it is good for you if I say it doesn't have a warm sound. It is really neutral. The treble is not exaggerated, is not pronounced. The mid-range is clean, is really clean. and it has a lot of power. Now it has 80 watts of class AB power, high current, I guess, because um, the built-in, where is it? Maybe you can see it. ROTEL, it's here on the left, here. Their toroidal transformer. Now, I couldn't find a rating for 4 ohm speakers, because it is always only the information about 8 ohms, and it is 80 watts into 8 ohms, and that's it. I don't know where the rating for the 4 ohms is. Maybe it's 80 watts too. I have no idea, but I couldn't find it. Maybe if you find it, write it down. I would appreciate that. Now, it has enough power to really make the bass of these two speakers get alive. So if you want an amp that has enough power for your speakers, I doubt that this can't drive anything under, or I would say it like this. I think it can drive everything over 85 dB, right? And even at 4 ohms. Now, I know this ELAC-VILA, I think it dips down to 2.9 or so ohms, and it drives them well. The SB C700 by Technics is louder. So even though both are rated at 4 ohms, the ROTEL A14 drives this speaker with more ease. It's just obviously louder at the same volume tier. Now, that's it. It works fine. Everything is fine, and I love its look. I really love this silver shiny front plate, and I love the fact that they have different bodies, a black body and a silver body. So the silver front plate gets the silver or grayish body. Now, maybe I didn't tell something you wanted to hear, then please write it down. I answer within a few minutes or hours. And yeah, I guess this ROTEL A14 needs a good match. From what I know is the triangle BRO3 is a great match with this ROTEL, but I don't have that speaker and I don't plan buying it. So I have to add that if I had to keep this amp forever, it would, sound-wise and function-wise, it would be great. No, in my opinion, you can't do something wrong with this one. But if you want to do it amazingly right, maybe you have to choose a special speaker with this one or another amp. But really try it. Try it in your room. That's the most important thing in my opinion. So don't judge gear by its review. So have a nice day or night, and bye bye.